all, and welcome back to the Hellfire Comms Super Sentai Henshin Power Hour. Today we have another two-parter for you. The last two-parter before we move on to some really big boys, some absolute units, if you will. Today we're checking out Masked Rider, which is basically Saban's adaptation of Kamen Rider Black RX. They don't really share much similarities other than the fact that, Masked Rider poached a lot of its footage. But, you are gonna see the differences pretty soon after the video starts. So, if you're ready, Helldragon, I'll count us down.
Alright, let's fire away.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie, Masked Rider. Gonna go ahead and read you the story here. The series begins with the main character Dex escaping the Plague Patrol with a small group of Edenite rebels before leaving for Earth, the next target of his sinister uncle Count Dragon, who ruled Edenoi with an iron fist after displacing Dex's grandfather King Lexion, who also gave Dex the Masked Rider powers. Where the powers came from is a mystery, although they have been kept for some time by Edenoi's champions. Arriving on Earth in a massive crater, Dex finds himself in the care of the Stewards, and for some reason Wikipedia tells me they are multiracial, consisting of a white father, an adopted daughter named Hal and Molly respectively, an Asian wife named Barbara, and their adopted African-American son Albie. The addition of an extra Stewart was not noticed by anyone, although according to Albie, he and Molly are adopted in Leewood, the town where the series took place in. Dex defends the town as Masked Rider from Count Dragon and his vicious insectivores.
So yeah, I think we can all agree that Masked Rider is probably the worst Saban adaptation, because it took a lot of things about Kamen Rider, which could very often be a grim and serious series, especially in these earlier years, and I don't know, when you're adapting that, your first instinct shouldn't be, let's make it Alf, but shittier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was so bad that Ishimori Productions, the guys behind, Kamen Rider, owning the stuff, they said basically they would never let anybody adapt Kamen Rider ever again. It was only years after Shotaro Ishimori's death, the creator of Kamen Rider, that they allowed them to adapt Kamen Rider Ryuki into Kamen Rider Dragonite, which was apparently okay, but not enough to continue doing it. So yeah, Kamen Rider in the West hasn't exactly been very good.
Yeah, well, anyway, this is the Super Gold two-parter. One of two Masked Rider compilations released on VHS, actually, and you may be wondering why we're covering this. It's one of those things where he gets, extra powers and whatnot, but, apologies again for the video quality. We take what we can get online. Oh my god, it's a fucking Furby.
There's also some other interesting things about Super Gold. I actually peeked ahead a little bit just to make sure, but it does tie into some other really important elements of Black RX. Also, we do want to mention that Masked Rider, was introduced as part of a crossover with Power Rangers in space, or was it Zeo? I think it was Zeo.
Let's have a look here.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up. But it was introduced in that crossover, and then it got its own terrible series. So good job, guys.
Well. Let's see. A Friend in Need. Oh, it was season 3 of Mighty Morphin, actually.
Oh, okay, so I was almost at Zeo, but just a little bit beforehand.
Oh, what do you like? So what are your memories of Masked Rider, mate? I have some, but I'd rather you go first.
No, even though Masked Rider is objectively a really terrible adaptation, I still liked it because, again, it was my first real introduction to Kamen Rider. I really like the Kamen Rider Black RX suit. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently the original series has some really cool elements about it. The only other Black RX stuff I saw was some cameos in, Kamen Rider Decay. But I did like watching this show. I mean, again, not as good. Even Beetleborgs, cheesy as it was still better than this show. But I still watched the heck out of this.
Well, I mean, Beetleborgs, as we'll see tomorrow, I think at the time this video goes up, I think, A Goofy Society actually was one of the more solid Saban series. Obviously Power Rangers was the best. I wouldn't say Masked Rider is the weakest. I still think VR Troopers is, though.
I don't know. I guess it really depends. But I know more about Kamen Rider than I do about the series that come from VR Troopers. And in comparison, it's really bad. It's just wow, man.
Okay, so the main character is Dex Stewart. Let's have a look here. His motif, Grasshopper. Rider type, protagonist hero. Homeworld, Edenoi. Let's see. The first episode he appeared in, as Hell Dragon said, was A Friend in Need. Last episode was The Invasion of Leewood. Master Rider got 2 seasons, by the way.
Yeah, they did follow the plot arc of Black RX. They couldn't really adapt Black, because, again, it wasn't the thing. But you have to remember, they had to use Black RX. That was the only existing latest Kamen Rider footage at the time. It wouldn't be until, 2000, when they started the Heisei era of Kamen Rider, which is Kamen Rider Kuga. And by the way, if you ever get a chance, I really recommend watching at least Agito, because Agito is actually fucking good. They should adapt it for the West. It is that good.
Well, I'm always up for watching, Japanese shit with you, mate. We still have to finish Q Ranger, but still.
That's true.
I had some of these guys' figures, some of the villains. I can't remember which ones, though.
I always did want the main, Masked Rider Black RX figure, but I never really had the chance. I didn't really get a lot of toys I wanted as a kid anyway. But anyway.
Yeah, oh god, the memory is just coming back. I had a figure of Masked Rider. I was about to say Kamen Rider Black RX there, but no, I will repel the weeb impulses for now. And I let my mate, who was in the car with us driving home from I don't know, Skegness beach area or whatever, and he fucking bit the antennae off Masked Rider for no reason.
Who does that? Just assaults a toy that way.
He must have been bored and or hungry. You know how it goes when you're bangry.
Did you just make that up? I think you just made that up.
Yes, I made that up. You have to when antics are happening on screen. Alright, let's get some insectivores going here.
So back there, was the girl dressed up as a pesticide company mascot? This girl right here?
I don't know. We're talking over it. I should probably look at the fucking synopsi and whatnot.
I did want to also mention that back a few minutes ago we were talking about the whole family. We saw the mom. She looked like an adult, but at the time of filming, she was actually 18, which you can't tell, because she acted like a fucking adult, which is nuts.
Interesting. Oh, okay, let's see. Patsy here shows up dressed as a nectar-sucking blister beetle, who, according to Dex, points out some minor errors. Oh, he's one of those guys, fucking science gatekeeping nerds.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he is from another alien planet where they kind of have that infirm supply.
Uh-huh. What do you think about Dragon, mate?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on with the gold head thing. I think he looked like that in Black RX, but I think it just looks freaking ridiculous, actually, compared to some of the other Sentai villains I've seen.
He's no Lord Zed, let's put it that way.
That's true. But then, to be fair, Lord Zed was designed just to kind of be nasty from the get-go.
Ah, the top of my head is permanently covered. What the fuck are those?
Those are some bacon brownies, and I kinda want one?
Stick to the regiment, mate. Stick to it.
Let's get a look at the dad, and he always reminds me of John Goodman. This is just a different version of Roseanne.
Yeah, a little bit. The series is so inherently 90s. It's kind of locked in that nostalgia bait portion of my mind where I can't overly criticize it. But then I remember Furbus, who doesn't really have a purpose as far as I'm aware.
Furbus is just there to be, again, he's Alf. He's some fucking annoying furry puppet shit. But unlike Alf, he doesn't have the common decency to make any good jokes.
I hope Combat Chopper and Magno, the vehicles, shop soon. The talking vehicles, by the way. Oh yeah, you're not getting away without some friggin' talking I can't even say anthropomorphized vehicles. There you go.
I never got why the vehicles talk. I don't know if they talked in Black RX. They may have.
Ugh, Jesus.
Sorry, I found an idiot who glued a gem to his head. I decided to bring him home. He clearly needs help.
Who let this poor Pearl cosplayer in years before Steven Universe was ever even a thing?
Wow, that's just timely.
Oh god, I'm deaf now. Now I'll never hear sweet music again. Okay, it's back. The music was just terrible.
You sure it wasn't that dumbass suit you were wearing, honey?
Oh, gee, you gonna stay like that for the whole two-part? Oh, this is wacky. So whimsical.
See, the problem is when Fergus eats the bacon brownies, he's gonna like mutating like in Gremlins. That's why you don't feed him after midnight.
Okay, we're calling him Fergus. His name is Ferbus, mate. Come on, give him the respect he deserves.
What respect? He deserves exactly 0 points of respect.
Oh my god, the voice of Ferbus is Paul Pistor, but the suit actor is actually Vern Troyer.
Yeah, Vern Troyer, who's like, I think this was like one of his, well, would we say it's well known? I mean, everybody knows him from Mini-B, but he had to get work before then somehow.
I guess, yeah. He sadly passed away this year, the Vern Troyer, April of 2018.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Alright, let's go get some high school shit. What is it with Saban and every one of their adaptations having the kids in school? Is it like trying to teach them morals and whatnot?
I always hate it when they focus on school so much, but because I'm more of a guy who likes a road trip kind of series. I mean, I did school every day as a kid. I don't care. Let's do something else.
Okay, when you put it like that, I kind of understand. Is that why you don't like, say, a Goofy movie?
No, I just didn't like a Goofy movie because, okay, well, Pauly Shore had a huge, massive part of it, I have to admit.
They're leaning down cheese.
It's just when you realize Dex has special talents. This should be good.
I thought that was Lindsay Ellis for a second. Although the video quality makes it kind of hard to tell.
Just praise her. It'll make her go away faster.
Oh, I was taking my teddy bear for a walk, do you mind?
Yeah, doesn't that happen to you? Just taking the teddy bear for a walk and then you get jumped by insects?
So where the fuck is the super gold shit? I know he's here to, like, talk to Dex, but I need superpowers now.
It's a two-parter, Tom. You're probably gonna get this in part 2.
Oh, always the way.
How do you trip over... You know what? Never mind. It's Masked Rider. I'm not even gonna ask.
Oh, the very best of Jackie Chan fighting in a fucking, like, playground.
Yeah, he takes his furry baby everywhere. He doesn't want any trouble. You have to be stupid to be defeated by a pole, let's be honest, guys.
What is that, the testicle hopper? What is it with this playground?
God, yeah, it looked like some riding butt thing.
It is a very picturesque neighborhood, I won't lie.
Did he just try to dropkick and bail?
Yes, he did.
Why didn't you guys do the ribbon shit first?
No, I don't want to be bored! Ah!
Well, this is from Japan, so...
And away we go. We should have done that from the beginning.
Wow, you sure tried. I gotta... Oh, it's so bad! It's so terrible! Sorry, so juvenile.
He had a coin stuck to his head.
It's called a migraine, don't worry, you'll get used to those when you get older.
Oh yeah, especially when Ferbus is around.
Just gonna take my giant bug ship over on the countryside, just fly past some mountains.
Ah, a fitting punishment. Over the I don't know where I was going with that, I apologise.
Of course, you can kind of easily tell when they use the English footage as opposed to the Japanese footage, because the quality drops by like 20% when it gets over the Black RX, see, like right here.
I do kind of find that endearing, though, like that really wild juxtaposition.
I mean, it worked for the time, because we didn't know any better, and video quality wasn't great. I mean, nowadays, obviously, they would not be able to get away with it, which is why, of course, fortunately, they have more modern footage to rip off.
And yeah, that sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I know when it sometimes doesn't. We get Masked Rider.
Why is his face all the way up there? Why do you have, like, the plague?
I always thought that guy with the white head on the top of his visor, I thought he was like a motorcycle helmet demon or something.
My eyes never blink. I'm stroking you.
Man, Grimlord wouldn't teach his robots that way.
I just can't abide rulers who teach their, like, subordinates really, really bad lessons about how to treat people in general.
Does he have to polish that every morning before he puts it on?
It's like in The Simpsons, just put his head in, like, the polish ball thingamabоб.
Why don't you grow taller if you think you're so good? Don't. Just, no. It's called a stool, bitch.
There you go. Oh god, no!
See, Fervis is gonna get some ideas. Psst, come here, I got the shit! Sorry, it's my new annoying phone tone. You'll have to give me a second.
If anyone asks, just say it's your little brother, going through a phase.
Screech, go away.
Yeah, oh my god. There we go. Enjoy the 90s CGI.
I forgot he was a raptor before he turned into a bike.
I'd vote for these. I really like the bike.
You had both of these?
Yeah, I did. I was a spoiled only child, right?
Lucky guy. I had to struggle to get a fucking action figure.
Well, you've gone further in life than me, so I think a few toys aside, you're doing better.
So why did they turn into vehicle modes when they clearly have perfectly suitable monster forms?
Because Dex needs to get places and he doesn't have the money for a cab?
Well, I guess they do have to pay him to sell these toys.
Yes, I see you. Please, don't sue us, Superman.
He accidentally summons Kor-El. Oh shit, no, sorry, I'm on the wrong frequency. Merlin, shouldn't you be a Knights of Tyrannog?
Remember to believe in the Masked Rider powers, or I'll kill you.
Somebody really needs to redo the canvas back there for the cave walls.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now remember, your powers aren't activated by saying Shazam.
Ectophase Shazam. Oh well, at least I have this bitchin' motorbike and this really rad car.
And this sister of mine, we're not related, so it's okay. Well, don't worry, it was a Pinto. It doesn't have any actual feelings.
The car's a girl for some reason and the bike's a boy. Don't ask me why.
Both of them are fucking bug monsters. Does it matter?
I don't know anymore.
Just gonna drive this everywhere. Like, they just kind of stand around driving their intimidating ship and impressing the locals. Now, this is the interesting part of Super Gold. You're here for Super Gold, but I'm here for something else, actually.
Oh?
You'll see in a moment.
Oh shit.
And Robo-Rider, in Japan, in Black RX, is Shadow Moon. And Shadow Moon is cool. Like, he has a really great rivalry with Black RX in the series, so it's always cool to see him in action.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about this twist.
Yeah, that's true, because Shadow Moon does not show up that much in Masked Rider, which is weird.
I'm not actually a robot, but fine, we'll comply.
Oh man, I thought you said give presents to Masked Rider. Thank you for clarifying.
No. Fuck, I teleported like billions of miles away from where he is.
Now that was that aesthetic Terminator teleport back there, though.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, at boring. Just calling it like I see it.
Hello, I am here to get my GED.
Oh no.
Oh man, the bake-off's ruined! I'm going to a private school, fuck this!
I'm slowly coming towards you, Dex. That was Masked Rider Super Cow. I'm not really going to be covering that one.
So why is there a cow and a guy in a toga?
Oh, this is wacky.
Yeah, Shadow Moon fucking was a beast in the original, so...
Did that actually do anything, or was it just mildly intimidating?
I don't know, it's some dude walking around stiff-legged, dressed in Shadow Moon armor, so...
Dex is... Are you culturally appropriating our astronaut culture?
I guess he is. I don't know, it's fucking Halloween.
Surprise!
I am here for general education credits.
Sorry, I'm late. I got the wrong room.
I require a letter of recommendation for the college I have chosen. Shadow Moon, you have like a sword. Can you use that?
He's not here!
No, I am but a simple astronaut.
Really? You're just gonna walk out of my interrogate? Whatever.
Please flee in an organized manner.
This is a really, organized terrorist attack.
Yeah, I think it's implied.
Don't you just hate that? Imagine if you and I had got on to record comms one day and you were like Robo-THG.
That'd be awful. Although, I have needed Kamen Rider powers for a very long time.
Oh, not the balloons! Anything but the helium-filled, rubber sacks!
Did you need lightning for that? You could have just blown on them. Would have been the same. And the Founder's gonna come back, though. Every 100 years he comes back for a fight, and he's gonna be mad.
Oh, it's gonna be Masked Founder instead of Masked Rider. I am Robo Rider. I am now more profitable than ever before.
There are a lot of shots of his ass, and I do have to appreciate that.
What ass?
Exactly. Yeah, you're not really intimidating in your tinfoil.
What do you think about the Masked Rider morphing sequence?
It's almost like the RX sequence, but obviously they added some shit on it. Still, the suit looks great.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favourite, at least early 90s sort of Saban suits.
Yeah, this is the last Showa era rider, and it looks pretty good.
No, not green electricity, my one weakness!
He's just gonna hit computer parts and fry them. That's his big power, electrostatic discharge.
Really? That's the shot we're gonna end on? Fine, you do you, I guess.
Just him going, I'm gonna hug ya.
No!
That's kind of not really high on the worry meter, guys. Will Grimace ever find his voice?
Alright, let's close down part 1 of Masked Rider Super Golden Load Up. Part 2. What do you think of that, mate?
It's as best as it's gonna get, I'll be honest with you. I mean, at least in this part, we're gonna get a new mode. We got Shadow Moon, which is pretty cool. But other than that, it is Masked Rider, and it is exactly what you expected.
Yeah, it is, pretty much. Let me see if I can bring up Super Gold here. Let's see, Super Gold. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Alright, I'm ready for part 2 when you are.
You'll have to tell me why you like Super Gold over Super Blue, of course.
Hey, I never said I liked one over the other. This was just the two part I, first thought of and whatnot. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Previously on Masked Rider, this.
That thing we just did. How about you fight him, Dex?
No, I'd rather just glower at him, honestly. Check out that sweet flat ass of his.
See, Shadow Moon is really such a cool-ass design, and it is really a pity he got wasted in Masked Rider. Yeah, I think Tom already summarized this for us.
Mm-hmm.
And he even gets the Shazam lightning, I just realized that.
Americans gonna appropriate, I suppose. All these, crazy shots. I remember watching... Where am I going with this? Sorry, I had a massive brain fart and all my faculties shut down for a second. I will tell you about the first time I watched Masked Rider. I was going on holiday to a place in the UK called Somerset with my mum. And I remember us driving down the motorway and I was like, oh, are we going to get there in time for me to watch Masked Rider? Are we going to get there in time? Unfortunately, I missed episode 1, but I did get to watch Starla and the Jewel Riders.
That's good. I don't really have anything better than that, so let's just enjoy the episode.
Fair dues, mate. Weird how the Masked Rider logo is very similar to Saban. I'm not trying to say they were, involved with making it or anything, I'm just pointing it out.
Kids, flee Miss Wilberschmat's algebra class.
Yeah, you do that.
Nowhere's safe at the arcade. You know that, don't lie.
Guest appearance by Napoleon Dynamite.
Of course. Is he snapping his fingers at everybody? Stop it.
The only person, or teacher I should say, that I approve of dressed in a toga is Mr. Parentheses from the Disney Hercules TV show. Obvious voice acting, oh my god.
I always love that in the classic ones where, well, okay, in the modern ones too, where they'll just gesture manly when they're talking. Let's jump through the roof! Kia! Oh, okay.
Okay, we're not going to get an explanation for suddenly, teleporting. Let's just enjoy the wonderfully choreographed fights, where they're basically skipping around each other like little girls having a tickle fight.
And then it cuts back to the actual good footage. Dragon talks a fucking lot in this show. I just realized that, but he talks a ton.
He does, and again, comparing him to Lord Zed, it doesn't really have the oomph of, Robert Axelrod's lustrous tones, so unfortunately it comes off as a bit more bland than anything. Not boring, just not as exciting as it should be.
Also, not all of his minions are cool. The only one I really like is the bicycle helmet guy, and I think one of the computer guys. The other, Herbie Fantastic Four robot doesn't really do anything for me either. I have collected them all, and I am throwing away the value of this collection.
How dastardly.
He's wearing gold paint, and I'm sure that's not healthy for his skin.
Well, he's evil. He doesn't care about his health.
Alright, now we're clearly back to Black RX footage.
Oh yeah, very clearly. This is so on the nose that it's wrapping back around and becoming hilarious.
Is he gonna get the... I'm waiting for him to pull out his badass red blade sword. That was the shit!
I don't know if he's gonna do it, but we've got a lot more episode in which to find out.
And of course, whenever you watch any Masked Rider, you always have to hear the Dex's lame Kaya. It's like, oh yeah! Shit like that.
Hiya! I'm fighting!
But I will bust your ass if I have to. He's not a memory card. It doesn't work that way.
No, I swear, Dragon has a floppy disk of his memories on the ship.
Yeah, it figures there's not enough for 3.14 meg. Alright, let me just cut in here.
And the time of day has changed.
Whoa, this implied shaking is bodacious!
Man, I really fucking like that suit, Jesus.
It is really good. They wasted a lot of good shit on Masked Rider, I'm sorry. Something gargling back there?
Did someone leave the kettle on? What's going on? These cuts are killing me.
Great use of Shadow Moon, guys. Awesome.
Was that trying to imply that he transformed into the ship, or is my imagination overloading right now?
Okay, you gonna fix that light back there, by the way?
No, we prefer mood lighting. Has he changed colour?
Didn't Frieza kill this guy?
Oh, I'm coming, Chippy.
Expendo! Not my most expendable minion!
Love how he's clearly not talking to anyone, though.
I created you to back up my files, now get to it!
Man, and I thought Steven Universe had a lot of shot reverse shot.
Yeah, the editing in this show is really bad. I mean, they had to do what they had to do, obviously, for, the footage. But Power Rangers seemed to work around it so much better.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just like it was the first series we watched and we pushed out a lot of the flaws from our minds, but okay, that demorphed situation just took a really long time.
Are you okay? Do you need some help?
Someone having a fury wank inside the cave?
I was thinking having a monster constipated shit, but the turbo wank is also probably what's happening.
I wasn't prepared for such... Oh, okay, he's just back.
So, wait, why did Dex demorph when the monster's here, and now Shadow Moon is back? What? What's happening? Is that like a fucking Oni from Japanese mythology?
I don't know, it's all meant to be like insect-based and whatnot, and they're just clearly throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
It looks like rock stick, apparently. I always hate it when my monsters go Brooklyn on me.
Oh, Jesus.
He's probably over there. He should have just turned.
I would have loved that if you just like a few seconds of silence. Oh, he's over there.
I remember this fucking monster, actually. The way he's like obsessive-compulsively bashing the walls. I actually just remembered him.
Yeah, like his voice sounds familiar as well.
Oh wow, it's an actual ghost.
Oh, Jesus. I love those like parody things, like actual ghost caught on camera. Just a dude in the sheet like runs past the camera and trips over.
Whoa, it's an alien! Bonkers! Yes, thank you for that insight, Furbus.
Oh man, that sure was a long day of getting my butt kicked.
I got kicked out of the Kamen Riders, guys. You know what? I think I would have preferred a lie. That just sounds terrible. Okay, so we need to send Mega Man X to take care of it.
Oh, have you played the Mega Man 11 demo yet?
I have not, and I really should get to that.
Word of warning, put it on casual. Don't worry, that's like basically normal. They got the thing switched around.
Ah, I see.
You'll avoid a lot of headaches before they happen. Sure, there's a lot of boring talking and not bitching super gold powers right now.
I think that was the big problem with Masked Rider. They never shut up. That really just legit sounds like a garbling turbo shit, so you probably should not make that noise again.
Sorry guys, that was my mating call. Oh no! That mate is approaching at huge speeds!
Just kind of stumbles over to Harry Potter's room next to the stairs. No, that was a fucking earthquake. I've been through some, kid. It's lava, stupid. Come on.
Like a fart, going up and destroying your asshole. Okay, well, just reuse that shot, I suppose.
I just jump here. I don't know why I demorphed, but okay, I'll just do it again, I suppose.
Okay, we have very little footage. We have to use what we can.
Maybe that's why they talked all the fucking time. See, this is all you're gonna get at the bike. It's just gonna be like a few seconds and that's it. This guy loves his porn a little too much, I think.
Let's see, what else can I glean from the Masked Rider Wikipedia page? Dum-da-dum.
Back to the ship.
Oh wow, there are actually other Masked Rider warriors in the show.
Yeah, but that comes in, like, near the end, and they're past Kamen Riders, and they mislabel everybody, of course.
Yeah, let's see. Warrior Leader, Warrior Commander, V3, voiced by Richard Epcar, Rider Man, Masked Rider X, Amazon, Strongman, and ZX, which is Z-Cross, voiced by Richard Epcar.
Yeah, the first two are supposed to be Kamen Rider 1 and Kamen Rider 2, respectively. I really should have looked for that hole.
Not beat you off. Don't get it twisted.
Also, these guys are here now. And this obvious shot of the American footage. Like, that's all of her footage. She just stands around and glowers at people. That's all they filmed for this lady.
Basically, yeah. Oh, I knew Combat Chopper's voice sounded familiar. That's Jason Narvi.
Yeah.
You do remember who that was, right?
Sure, as soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
Eugene Skulovich.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually going through to see if I can find any other, like, Power Rangers alumni.
I think my favorite thing was when the guy who played Bulk, I actually legit forgot his name, he played one of the characters in Techno Man, which is the dub of Tekkaman Blade, which I thought was really neat. Hey, watch out, guys, it's magma, quote, unquote.
Liquid hot magma. Alright, Dex is voiced by Ted Jan Roberts, and I'm trying to see if he's been in anything else. He's still active. He's currently 38, which makes me feel very old.
Man, I'm getting up there. I'm 30.
Let's see here. The latest thing he did was a short called Room 138, where he played Mark. Haha, what a story.
Yeah, that sounded like kind of a short for The Room. Now, admittedly, we've been talking over this, so I don't know all the story, but I legit don't know why they're trying to kill this monster, why Shadow Moon was doing shit, and why Shadow Moon isn't coming back. And where is Shadow Moon, by the way?
I don't think context will help, let's be honest here.
We can't wait, the cameraman! He's freaking out! Yes, I've heard all of your stories already. Can you fight now? This fucking ship again. I mean, this is the moment you can go get a drink, because you know when the ship's coming in, they're going to talk for at least 1 minute or more.
Yep, just go for a quick piss, and Dragon will be there when you get back.
You may as well. See, the action is so intense that we had to watch it on Dragon's fucking screen. There are the swords. See, those look cool.
Oh, I love the little patterns. It's kind of like Rayquaza.
Yeah, Shadow Moon was rad.
Finally, a villain with some proactivity.
Let's see how long this fight stands. Of course, the ship starts crawling in again. I'm just waiting for it now.
Oh, if only I had some super gold powers, this fight would be more evenly matched.
Yeah, you would be beating me up if I could go gold, man. Oh, his suit's steaming. That's what happens when you microwave it for too long.
Oh, that was the least intimidating thing I've ever heard of.
Oh god, no, whoa, 90s, turn down the seizure, okay? Porygon, you know? Now that is a classic rider kick right there.
Yeah, there you go, there's the saber.
Except in this version, he only shoots people with it and doesn't actually slash like Black RX used to do.
Wow, that was impressive, Dex. You're a credit to the rider species.
Okay, that time he actually slashed a guy with it. Thank you. I don't think this kills Shadow Moon. I know he comes back in like Kamen Rider Decade, which is convoluted. I have a strain. Give me a second.
Are we even going to get Super Gold in this? It's going to be like at the very last second, if so.
It would be disappointing if the Super Gold 2-part did not introduce Super Gold. That'd be like...
Yeah, that's it. Punch you, kick you. Maybe if I beat sense into you, it'll beat sense into me.
That's basically how it works. He spent both episodes wearing this stupid tinfoil outfit.
Right in the middle of a, like, raging hot desert as well. That's kinda smart.
Wow, he has me on DVD-R.
I told you, these guys are fucking pearls, man. I can't help but look at Dex in the silver gallop and think of Teen Angel. Why, you not a fan of that show?
I barely know of Teen Angel, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's fair enough, mate. Oh, here we go!
Finally, he's gonna get that super gold he actually wants.
It's super concentrated weed.
I can't wait until Dex gets the power, and the minute he touches it, it just cuts right back to the ship so Dragon can talk for 15 more minutes.
Oh, let's watch.
Okay, this is radioactive, isn't it? Yes. My planet needs me.
Well, it kinda does.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not lying. And that is the last we see of Shadow Moon, unfortunately.
Here we go.
Oh, hold on, he has to go normal first. Let me just put this back on for the third time.
These are the rules of, like, Henshin and so on.
I'm not a person. You don't need to talk to me. That's pretty good, but I never got why the costume looks so different from the original suit.
Was this, like, a completely different, like, Kamen Rider in Japan?
No, this is another form of RX. Well, actually, you know what? We'll have to check on that. I'll check on that really quick, actually. I do believe it's a different guy.
I'm just gonna enjoy the lovely action while Helldragon does all my work for me.
Use guns this time.
Oh my god, I have the power of gun!
Finally, the power of gun. The greatest power. Except the end of the footage.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything like it's based on anything and so on.
Yeah, it appears to be a separate form entirely from what I'm pulling up.
There was also Super Blue as well. Super Blue was fucking dope. Oh, I was wondering when this plot point was going to pay off. Fuck the Super Gold upgrade. It's all about Phoebus and the brownies and whatnot.
Yeah, you had to wait an extra week to get this resolved. That's how important it was.
Gonna put him in the garbage. Bye-bye, Phoebus. Bye-bye.
Yeah, in the garbage with his shit where he belongs. I will be back to deliver the other one eventually.
He will. Count on it. It is. I've been here for at least a few episodes now. What you can't see, they edited this out, is the horrible screams of Phoebus as they disembowel him and take the brownies back.
One way or another. You could have just used the door.
And now we all eat Phoebus together. What a wholesome ending.
Yeah, that's Kamen Rider for you.
No, that's Masked Rider, my friend. Jesus. Masked Rider, Super Gold. Yeah, I'm gonna shut off the video now. I'm done with this. So, Masked Rider, Super Gold 2-part. What do you think, THD?
Well, when it finally got there, I do like Super Gold, of course, and the fight scenes are okay. I mean, with what they could use of footage. Still way too much talking, and again, I'm not sure if this really had to be 2 parts, but there you go. All in all, again, it is Masked Rider, and that's really the best you can do?
Yeah, it's probably the most cheesy of all Saban's properties, and that's saying something considering you got Power Rangers over there camping it up. But I still enjoyed it for what it was, even with Phoebus and so on. But we're done with the single part coverage now, guys. We're done with the 2-parters. Next time, please join us when we check out the 6 episode Shadowborg arc in Big Bad Beetleborgs. I think that's going to require a piss break in the middle. Ho ho! We'll see you then. Bye for now.